We can make this happen, now or never.
So how did you change your personality and vision of the show business after putting yourself in the shoes of the one of the most important women in the Latin music industry?
Yeah, she definitely inspired how I'm going to conduct myself moving forward. She has such amazing qualities. She's very honest and very herself and very happy. She's a happy person. And I think that's why we all gravitate towards her so much, because she had so much joy and she also had so much strength. So that balance, I think, is what made her so special.
Noemí, how do you feel about giving life to Seth, one of the most important people in Selena's life?
I feel completely humbled and honored to be able to give back to Selena in any way, shape, or form, but especially to be her best friend and her sister, her drummer. Has been an honor to do that, and to do that for a new generation, and now for everyone across the world to see and to feel those vibes of love and family.
Guys, did you get a chance to talk to Avi and Abraham Quintanilla about their characters to give them a better projection?
Initially, we didn't get a good chance to get together, but our entire creators, our writers, they really early on, before we came onto the project, they really got together and put together the scripts and the episodes that we'll all see when the show drops. But I think that we tried to get together. There was plans, but it kept getting pushed, and then when COVID happened, it kind of really just change everything.
What was the challenge of playing these 2K characters in Selena's life?
And then, yeah, like you said, they're very, very key figures in Selena's life and in Selena's legacy. They're the two first male figures in her life. Her father, obviously, and her older brother. You can see that. You can see it and you feel it in the show, which we didn't really know before. We know with the movie. It's only 2 hours, so you can't really get into their story, and with our TV show we're going to get so much into details with the entire family, each individual, and their interactions with each other.
It's for me the challenge it was not taking for granted that I knew, because I grew up in South Texas. I'm from San Antonio. So I knew this story. As Selena and I were born the same year, 4 months apart. So with all her successes, I was in high school. I was the same age. I was hearing about it, reading about it, seeing it nonstop. But so it was to not take for granted that I knew the story. So I didn't have to do any work as an actor. I made sure to do even more work as an actor to make sure that I was giving as accurate a portrayal as possible.
Christian, tell me what it means for you to tell the story of Selena, especially for all Latino women who are currently fighting for equality and respect for their rights.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. This is a really powerful and emotional role for me to get. It was my dream to be able to portray somebody like Selena. And she meant a lot to me growing up because I am Mexican American. And to see somebody who looked like me, who was going through the same struggles as me, was really comforting and inspiring. And she was able to accomplish so much at such a young age, and in a time where things were arguably more difficult, was incredible. She did it with such power and grace, and I'm excited for people to again see the story of such a hardworking Mexican woman.
I think that it's timeless. Her story is timeless. It's a story of family. It's a story of drive and passion and hard work. And I think that whether you are a woman now or a woman before, or a man, or a young person, it's very inspiring to see how, if someone has a dream and someone has drive for something that they love and that they want to do, and you focus and you center it and you give it your heart and you enjoy the process, the experience is there, and you can achieve from there. And so it's a great message, and that's why I think it's a timeless story.
Christian, finally, Selena was a person who had many personal and professional obstacles. So I would like to know what have been the biggest obstacles you have faced to become the person you are today.
I think in my career, I experienced a lot of the same things that Selena experienced. You know, she had a very clear idea of who she wanted to be and how she wanted her career to look and what she wanted to do. You know, she was very influenced by popular music. She loved people like Jody Watley and Paula Abdul, and was also very influenced by our Mexican music and people like Rocío Dúrcal. And obviously it was very influenced by different types of dance and everything. And I think it's really disappointing for people when they hear that they can only follow a linear path. And that doesn't make sense for anybody. And it doesn't make sense for me, especially being that I come from two different worlds. I am Mexican American, and sometimes you have to create a path for yourself. And I heard no a lot when I was growing up in this industry, because, you know, a lot of times lead characters weren't meant to be diverse or Hispanic. And I hope we continue, and we are telling a lot more Latin stories, and I hope to continue to tell more Latin stories.